But for this showcase, let's talk about those dynamic groups, because there's some really interesting stuff to play with there. Let me create a new group, and this will have the default type of security. We could have whatever group name that we wanted to, and we could toggle the membership type to a dynamic user group. Let's say some department or some roles, maybe it's security team, IT team, or just for the sake of simplicity, we could say administrators could be created with whatever description that we want. Let's add an owner here. We could just simply add our global administrator, that M365 admin that we've been working with. We will need to go ahead and create the actual rule or the query for this dynamic group. So we could add a dynamic query, and this is kind of cool. We actually get to build out the logic that defines what is the criteria for any user to automatically be pulled into and added to this group. You could add however many logical expressions and or operations that you would like. I can clear this out with the trash bin that I know my face is covering up, forgive me. Or we could actually just toggle any properties or information about the users that we could actually filter on to determine, hey, does it actually match the criteria of starting with, have, contains, in, be a part of, or whatever. And we could just simply add and type the syntax here. There is at the very far right, again, my face covering it, an edit rule button that will allow us to edit the rule syntax. Now, I will simply create the condition where the user principal name, which is like their email address in this scenario, right? Tac or dash minus whatever you want, contains admin. So just a small, simple, stupid rule where, look, if you just happen to have admin in your username, you are likely an admin and should be appropriately added to the admins group. You could see some examples down here, but we could go ahead and click OK, add that, and let's save to make sure this works. Go ahead and create that group. That will be created for us. And now if I were to refresh this page for the groups, we should very well be able to see our new dynamic group and the actual automatic capability to add users in to the administrators group. Now, I know I'm not adding any permissions or capability to this. This is all just for our learning. But hey, honestly, this whole dynamic group abuse is actually something that's covered in some of the sweet training available by Altered Security. And by the way, they are doing their Black Friday deal right now. So if you wanted some ethical hacking, penetration testing, red teaming, training, education, exercises, lab environments, certifications, and so much more, you can get 20% off on all courses and boot camps, all from Altered Security.